It looks like my microphone's not working. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, cool. No, it does. Okay. Sorry, my thing wasn't working properly. Okay, cool. Let me bring up the chat, do all the stuff, get the link out, and then I'll be happy as fuck. Oh. Conditions pending. What I learned today, kiddos, is to never, ever, 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 ever update your software, because it will stop working immediately the second you you upgrade it, and you actually need to use it for something. Oh no, then it will be broken for all time. Thank you so much, YouTube, for wasting so much of my fucking life, you assholes. Alright. I was all prepped with like a thing I typed out and shit. Also, I don't know if I can actually do the 18 plus part on the stream because the way I set it up, it pisses me off. I really want to keep like kids away from my stream because I hate children. Uh, so yeah, I'm that grumpy old bitch that lives on the street. Yeah, that's me. Cool. All right, let's get rid of that. Let me share my stream around to a few friends and select a few people. I couldn't give a shit what new features I have on Discord, you absolute parasites. Just let me use the tools that I want to use. Like, it pisses me off that they do all this bullshit. My word. Some of us just want to stream and make Armenian shortbread because I'm making delicious cookies today. Other people want to make that difficult for some reason. Need to calm my tits. My big, juicy fucking tits. Yes, I need to calm them. Okay, I got a couple more to go. Yeah, I can't stop the camera from doing that. I'm so sorry. It's trying to autofocus, like, in and out, like, for some fucking reason. It's just like, no, no, I'm gonna do it. Look at me, no hands, Ma. It's tried super duper hard to impress me. It's like, you don't have to try so hard, lovely. Just stop doing that fucking shit. Nobody likes you, okay? Cease your bullshit, please. Thank you. Excellent. Alright, cool. Let me bring up the chat. Hi. Okay, let me move this out of the way. I'm gonna swing this around so I can see the chat while I'm doing my thing. And let's get my big booty rolling. Okay. I'm gonna turn on the light. I'm gonna turn on this light. Okay, so hi everyone. It's me, well, nobody's favorite trans mom. So today I'm getting back to my roots. I'm gonna be making Armenian shortbread. Now this is basically just normal shortbread, but it has a special spice in it. It is called malib. It's this little stuff here, and it is the pits of St. Lucy's cherries. They dry out and then you grind into a fine powder. So I'm going to be putting this in the shortbread to give it that extra like marlebi taste. If you're curious about what marleb tastes like, it is basically like cherries and almonds at the same time. It's really good. I really wish there was a soda that tasted like this because it's just so delicious. It is, it's really good stuff. So let's get to that. I'm going to wash my hands and then I'm just going to jump right in because I've already got set up to go on all this stuff. So we are golden. Let me just wash my hands and we'll do my stuff. I was debating very strongly on just doing this as a video because of all the streaming issues I had when I was setting up today. I was like, man, I could just record it and just upload it, but I really like talking to you guys for some fucking reason. Now, I get the good interaction from people in the chat. Oh, I love this Christmas-scented soap that I made. because I'm awesome. It's very seasonal, and it's got peppermint, pine, and cinnamon leaf in it, with a little hint of clove. It's very good. So I apologize for not streaming last week. It was a very long week. I also streamed on my friend Ben's stream, which I'm going to start doing on Sundays. It looks like his Sunday is his day to stream, and while I would, he invited me to be on a show, and I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. It'd be a good way to get myself back out there. Now I'm streaming again. He's streaming again too. So I figured, why in the fuck not, right? It couldn't hurt. Okay, there we go. Rotate around. No, do not send me notifications, you motherfuckers. But yeah, I'll be on there every now and again instead of doing a cooking stream on this week because he streams at the exact same time I do. And it's, like I said, it's a good opportunity to get myself out there and talk to new people and get my stream advertised so people will come and watch me make delicious shortbread. So let's get to that right now. First off, I'm going to process the malab. I'll need my pestle and mortar for that. Actually, let me wipe this down real quick. Again, I have forgotten which one's the pestle and which one's the mortar. I think the pestle is like this one. The little caveman shit, right? Like, caveman knew it were up, alright? Like, they knew it was up. There you go. Yeah, there was a little bit of dust in this, and I just like, ew. No, don't want that on your... Don't want that in your malab. So apparently, St. Lucy's cherries are incredibly rare. And they're very hard to grow. You have to import them if you want one. But if you can actually grow them and process the insides, you can sell the spice. Okay, so I don't even need all that much malib because the recipe calls for vanilla extract, and they don't even ask you to put that much vanilla extract in it. So I'm going to be very optimistically cautious. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of malib in here. I just realized I need the extra precise. There we go, these ones. The extra precise measurements. These metal ones, I love these. Because they go down to... excuse me. They go down to a quarter, or like, they even go down to a 16th, sorry. So I need, let's see, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Do they have seed covers? So if you wonder what that looks like, I'm going to bring it on over right there. Check it out. So there's little seeds. They smell pretty good. They're very strong in terms of like how powerful a little bit goes a long way. I saw my mum make Armenian shortbread, and there was like 10 grams of it in here when she started, and she only used like a gram of it, and it was very strong. So let's get to this. Oh shit, I just lost one. Okay, be a wee bit less overzealous, how about that? So for Thanksgiving, I was going to stream, but I decided not to because I ended up cooking for nearly 26 hours that day. I'm not even kidding. I cooked all night. I cooked homemade Thanksgiving pot pies, which you can go check out on my Instagram. And they were fucking delicious. Alright, I'm just not even gonna lie. I made homemade pastry, homemade broth for my gravy. I made, what else did I make? Homemade breadcrumbs. And then, yeah, it was an all day thing. I had to sleep basically in the living room and get up every hour to do the broth. There we go. But yeah, it was pretty badass. I could have used the spice grinder. I actually have a spice grinder. I dug it all out. See, let me. Oh no, you don't roll away. It's not quite powderized yet. I need this to be really fine. I could have used a spice grinder to get it super duper duper fine, but I hate cleaning it, so whatever. This is just wipe it out and you're done. That thing requires you to like brush it really thoroughly. Plus it's fucking loud, and If I was one of my neighbors, I'd be really pissed off with the amount of noise I make when I cook. Not when I'm on stream with you guys. I do more advanced level cooking stuff. Like, I mill my own flour sometimes, and I had to stop doing it because my neighbors were basically, like, super duper pissed off of that. So I have to do it, like, during the day. I can't do it after, like, 5 o'clock because people are, like, relaxing and shit. And I also need to get ear protection because I'm next to it, and it is super loud. It's like a death machine. It sounds so fucking loud. So bad. I'm going to get a toothpick and poke this out. Where did I put those toothpicks? I rearranged my entire kitchen yesterday as well. So I'm kind of a little bit fucking tired because of that. All my spices and all my soap making shit and whatnot. Because I had to make room for all the stuff I bought on Black Friday. I hope you guys had a really good holiday, right? Mine was fan-fucking-tastic. I bought new equipment for my streams. I bought a bunch of holy shit. I bought a new laptop. There you go. I'm just trying to get this all out and make sure none of it sticks to the side. Because it's very fine now. But I got a new laptop. I got a whole bunch of cables. I bought a mirror box so I can take my GoPro 4 and use that as a second source. Because my new laptop will be able to support multiple camera sources at once. It has a really good graphics card in it. So, or at least a fairly decent one. It will last me for a while. I was talking about on Bree stream, if you watch me over on the everything, I think we finally chosen this show name. We just talk about everything, so she's like everything with Frozen and Bree. So, which I love that show name, Bree, thank you. If she's watching this. Okay, almost got it all. Yeah, it's super duper fine, so it clumps, and it's very hard to get it all out. Alright, cool. I'll just have to loosen it up a bit. I'll come back to you in a bit. I'm going to put my pestle there as well. Okay, cool. Now, I need to measure out all the ingredients. Making pastry is going to be fucking easy. This is not going to be a long stream. I chose this because I love shortbread cookies. It's getting to be Christmas, so people love shortbread cookies for Christmas. I'm English and Scottish, so of course I love shortbread. It's in my genes, right? But also on top of that, I'm Armenian, and I gotta have the fucking Armenian food for Christmas. We always have pilaf or something Armenian on the side in my house, always, because of the cross culture nature of my family. So we have a very nice mix of just very delicious food. Okay, so I need to put in, let's see. Okay, I need to measure out the butter. The butter. Nightmare Fuel, I said butter, not batter, by the way, just to make sure you were listening. Dirty fucker. Okay, so I need a knife. The thing I like about the sticks of butter is that they actually have measurements on the side. So a whole stick of butter is actually half a cup of butter. And it gives you tablespoon measurements on the side. So very fucking convenient, by the way. Thank you, butter companies, for doing that, because, yeah. I'm gonna be that happy fucking granny bitch making cookies and shit, dude. With giant fucking saggy titties. Ugh. I'm gonna have the best fucking granny hood, let me tell you, alright? I'm not predicting the future, I'm predicting the fucking present, alright? Like, for real. Oh. Butter my pastry. Okay. Oh. Thank you, Dorian. I heard he was making a comeback, and I'm just like, ooh woo. Alright, 10 tablespoons, so another 2 more. So what you want this to be at room temperature? According to the recipe from preppykitchen.com. So, thank you guys. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge so it doesn't, like, fucking melt. Because it has been sitting out pretty much all afternoon to make sure it did get melty. I want to use that really fucking good butter I have, but it's really hard to get accurate measurements out because it's a brick of butter. When I need a pound of butter, that's going to be the butter I use, because it's this delicious, like, imported Swedish butter. It's fucking good. Expensive too, but I'm saving it for a very, very special thing. Like, I covet that butter like I do the fucking Amish butter I talk about all the time. Remember that time I had Amish butter? That butter I never shut the fuck up about? Yeah, that butter, yeah. I'm like Paula Dean without the racism and graininess, right? Like, fucking... I'm not quite as fucking ancient as that bitch, right? So, there we go. Lock that in. Clean my fingers. I don't want oil on my fingers. It's very important. Because it'll just go everywhere, and the second it touches everything, I have to wipe it all down with vinegar, and that's not good. It's good that it cleans it. It's not good to have the smell and everything and whatnot. I've already cleaned the crap out of this stuff. So I need to cream the sugar. Let's see. Oh, actually, I need to. Let's see. I need to do it with the vanilla extract first. So half a teaspoon of that. Where's that half a teaspoon? Is it this the actual one that's a half? Yeah. As I said, these are misprinted. So one of them said, two of them say they're a half teaspoon. I have an itchy eyebrow. Ugh. Okay, wash my hands again because I had to touch my face. I'm just making an excuse to go use my fucking sweet smelling soap, which I'm very proud of that I made. I ain't even gonna try and hide that shit. You can fuck off. So yeah, I had a very eventful holiday season. A friend of mine moved into town, so I got to see them and hang out with them, and it was fucking awesome. I was very happy. We're going out. We're going out to Boulder next week, actually. So that'd be lovely. Okay, half a teaspoon. I'm specifically going out there to get my fucking haircut finally. It's been a while because I've been so fucking busy with shit. Let's see, half a teaspoon. Yep. So make sure. If you use too much of this stuff's very powerful. That is why I'm using my own vanilla extract that I made. That's why it's not in a fancy little tiny bottle. It's in a regular bottle because I made this stuff from vodka and vanilla beans, and it took about 8 months to make this little tiny amount. It's not as strong as like commercially made stuff because I didn't properly measure it all, but it's really, really good. So for this, because of the mala being so delicate, I want more delicate vanilla extract. So they want me to lock this down. Is this plugged in? It is. Okay, cool. So we're going to turn this on and cream the vanilla and the butter together with the paddle. Or not. There we go. That's why you want it to be room temperature. And then you'll add the sugar as well. I think that's good. I don't want to go too hard on it. Hi, Omegon. Thank you for noticing my knockers. Yeah, like everyone at the grocery store did today. Except that one guy. There was one guy that was checking out my ass. So thank you, guy who was very clearly into it. Okay. Let's see. Add confectioner sugar and salt. Mix until well combined. How much of these do I need? I need half a cup of confectioner sugar. Let's see. Where is that shit? There we go. Hi, Omegon. When I get my new equipment, I'm going to work on some stuff for you, if that's okay. If you're interested in me doing content for you again, or not, you can say no. I'm planning on it. If you are interested, I was just gonna say to you right now, and everyone else if they give a shit. Let's see. It's the stuff we talked about me making awesome, delicious food. I know my place in Omegon's kingdom. Okay, let me just lift this up just real quick. I will need this half cup measure here in a bit. Okay, cool. Alright, if you're down for that, then yeah, because I'll have like 4K video and shit, and it'll be awesome. Let's see, where's the salt? The pink Himalayan salt. It said to use kosher salt, but in spite of how Semitic my nose looks, I am not actually Jewish, so we're using the pink Himalayan salt. We only use the finest ingredients in my kitchen. To death, bro. Actually, no. can't use the vanilla one. I already got it wet, so I'll use 2 of these quarter teaspoons. So half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Cool. I'll move that to one side because I need to add the flour and the maleb dead last. Get those out of the way. Lock this back down. And then further cream the sugar with the butter. The sugar and the butter should become one, like Goku and Vegeta. Oh shit, that's actually kind of flinging up on my titty. Don't be flinging up on my titty. I have enough fucking fat on my titties, thank you. There you go, look at that shit. Oh, that smells lovely. That smells absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Cool. Do you need to... Okay, it says I'm going to have to take an hour to do one of the steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I clean up and whatnot, but I'm going to stick it in the freezer so it will take less time. So let me get my spatula and this one and the maleb. Basically, I need to, with pastry, you need to let it sit and set for a while before you use it so I can cut the pastry into cookies. So yeah, there's going to be a waiting period, but it's going to be like 20-30 minutes. I can get all this stuff clean and get ready for the next step, which is preheating the oven, making sure everything's clean for rolling out the dough and cutting it. Where's my how many cups of this do I need? 1.5 cups, so 3 of these. I'm wondering if you can make shortbread with other types of flour, because I have arrowroot flour. I have sweet rice flour, which would be lovely to make shortbread out of if it is feasible. I don't know much about baking. 1, 2, going that way, and 3. So we'll get this down real quick. I don't think I'll need that anymore, because the only thing I'll need a cup measure for is towards the end. I'm going to use some monk fruit to like monk fruit sweetener. I like powdered sugar, and then I'm going to lightly dust the top so they look beautiful. Okay, so let's lock that down. I'm going to add the maleb now. Oh no, you don't! Don't you dare roll away, you fucker! Right? Stay. Just adding the maleb. Oh, there's a little bit stuck in there, just a wee bit. Actually, none of this goes to waste. That little tiny bag cost me quite a bit. My mum made like some kind of Armenian bread when she was here last Christmas, and it was fucking good. It tasted like the maleb because she put a little bit in there, and it was like Armenian like twist bread or something like that. It was fucking delicious. But she made so much of it. I was like, Mom, I don't eat a lot of bread. There we go. Cool. So I'm gonna mix that all together now. Just leave this for a hot minute. Okay. Hang on, let's see. Okay. Hello. I believe you've shown up before, but hello. Let me grab this long pokey one. I love these fuckers for doing baking stuff, because I can get around my attachment very, very swiftly and easily. So the recipe calls for basically regrouping all of your butter so it evenly distributes. Because if you notice, there's no water in this recipe. I haven't added any of that. It is just butter and frickin' vanilla extract and flour and stuff. So no liquid. Okay, let me just put that to one side. Put that right back in there. Lock that back down. Oh, did we? Well, hello. Thank you for showing up to my I believe I recognize your name. I just don't remember what contexts. But thank you for remembering me. I'm not as gracious as you are, apparently. Get that shit in there. So there's a lot of butter stuck to the sides, and it's not going to mix with the flour there. So let me just get around the sides there. Okay. I'll rub that on there a little bit. I've been having so much fun making pastry. The dough hook is like easily my favorite thing. We lock that down. Turn it on low again and just mix these further. And I just got to continue to do this until basically it forms a solid block. And then we roll it into its the shape to cut it in, like a rectangular block. I'm gonna roll it into a round thing, and then we're gonna freeze it. Okay, yeah, it's coming together. I don't know if you can see the texture. The texture looks like little tiny breadcrumbs, which is good. Okay, gonna get in there again, do the same thing again, because you now see like it's coming off in little tiny chunks now. Get in there and get some of that stuff around the bottom. I can feel it down there sticking to the sides. I'm gonna send this one to my mom. She'll be really proud of me to make something from the old country. There's actually an Armenian cookbook I want to get that has a whole bunch of stuff in it, and I've found a couple of specific recipes from it that I've made, but I want the whole book, not just the preview of it. That fit right there. There's a bunch around the top here. Okay. Oh, my hand hurts. I had to do whipped body butter yesterday, and I had to use my right hand for that. So what a fucking nightmare that was. Hmm. I wonder if I'm gonna have to get the dough hook and press it. Might have to do that. It's closer to Middle Eastern and what was it? Mediterranean food. There's a lot of overlap between all of the like the Persians and all those twats. Like one of the things we eat a lot of in my family is pilaf, like rice pilaf. We eat that. It's apparently a recipe from the old country, so love that shit. I'm gonna unplug this real quick because I gotta do something unsafe. There you go. I have to take this off, and I don't want this spinning when I'm holding onto it. It will take this will take fingers. If you get a finger in one of these spokes, oh yeah, good luck. It will break your fucking finger clean off. But yeah, we share, you know, because there's a lot of overlap between the cultures of that part of the world. There's a lot of overlap. So, yeah, it's good shit. Just there's a lot of dough on here, and I want to make sure it gets off. Because I'm thinking I have to use the dough hook now. It doesn't say to do it in a recipe, but I've used this thing before. Once it gets to a certain stage, it requires the dough hook. So thankfully I came prepared. This basically kneads the dough and makes it into a pastry. This is very similar to pasta in the way it, like the texture forms, where it gets all fluffy and then it just gets formed into the dough. And then you got to use the dough hook for that. So locked it down. There we go. this will basically just start pressing it together. I just got to keep an eye on it. It will start to build up around the sides, and all I have to do is just push into it. Okay, turn it off for a second. Push that back into itself. Push that in. I love having a mixer that saves my shoulders and my hands so much. Although at Thanksgiving I actually did do that recipe by hand. It required a lot of extra kneading, so I had to do hand kneading for quite a while. But I made like 6 pot pies. Sorry, I made 3 pot pies. I made enough filling for 6 of them, and I have some filling left over for like Christmas leading up that time, so I may do it again. Eventually, it's just going to grab this. At least it should. There you go. It's making like finer and finer crumbs. It's really interesting. Get that from there as well. Lock it down. That's not too high. There we go. This smells amazing. I just got a good whiff of it. Oh. There we go. Go Maximami full on Futa mode. Interesting. It's pressing it down because in the middle, I've noticed. Okay, there we go. I go on in there and see what's going on. It's not forming into a dough like it should do. I might add a tiny, tiny bit of water just to kind of stick this together. I think recipes would be vetted by for this, but it's just like it's not coming together like I would expect. Maybe that's, I don't know exactly what's wrong, but instinct tells me it's because it's not able to be bound. Ooh woo. Grocery store cookies, really? Maybe more butter to make it the dough? Yeah, it could be. I added 10 tablespoons though, so I may just reach in here in a second and just try it out. See if I can press it into shape. Because it looks like when it gets to this point, it does attempt it, so maybe it is ready and I'm just needing to hand knead it at this point. The pasta does this sometimes too, depending on exactly which recipe I chose. So let me pull this out. I'm going to move this down in case it slams. It's terrifying when it does that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it needed that. It needed that extra Futamami care. Just go in there and fucking use her hands. Just like my wedding night. Oh, yeah. There you go. It's very crumbly, but it is coming together. Just gonna wipe down the edges of the bowl with the dough that's coming together, just to get those extra little bits of dough. Grab the handle. I don't want it slipping off. The last thing I need is a fucking, like, 1 pound glass bowl to fucking go flying. I can see why you need to freeze it. If you don't, it will just fall apart. It is coming together, but very loosely. Loosely? Ooh. Inside joke. I can smell that marleb. It's so good. These are going to have a very subtle flavor, and that's exactly what you want from shortbread. You don't want to overwhelm the butter flavor with other spices. There you go. It's coming together. Just going to go scoop some of this out, kind of blend that into. It's a little bit crumbly for dough, but since shortbread is very crumbly type of cookie, like it should be, good shortbread should stay together long enough until you bite into it, you know what I mean? That's good shortbread. So I'm hoping I make a good shortbread that does the same thing. Okay. Okay, there we go. Almost got it all. Just trying to keep it together in one mass is going to be a fucking nightmare. Like I said, I know I'm knowing why they have to freeze it now. Once it sets, you can cut it. If I tried to cut it in this state, it would never take to it. It would just and just crumble. Just wipe down the inside of this, get all that fat, all the leftover bits of dough. Excuse me. Oh, see, it just came apart right there. Just like communist dictatorships, the second you apply a little bit of force, it falls apart. Smells so buttery, it's so good. I love using that good butter, alright, I'm telling you now. That's that $5 fucking for 2 sticks, that butter. I got it on sale today, so I bought a shitload of it. Stash it up in the freezer. It's like every time butter goes on sale, like, yep, I'm there. It's now going to form into an actual a ball of dough that's solid, I think. I can get it close enough, but it's still going to be really crumbly. And I think that's the way I want it, so, because it seems to be the way it's going to go. So, let me pull this off. Pull this off because I can go in there now. That can go away because I need to hand wash that later. I'm going to pull this out and put it onto the chopping board. They said to form this into a rectangle. I was hoping to roll this into like a long tube so I could just cut it circular ones, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Butter my pastry. Maybe we can roll it into one. just by kneading it into shape and whatnot. Oh, these little tiny bits are getting away from me. Oh, that malib is so fucking good smelling. Is that you, Dorian? That is in fact yes, Dorian. It's a family fucking reunion. What am I pastry? No, it's not coming together the way I'd hoped. Alright, let's just form it into a shape of some kind, because it seems to be the only way it's going to be able to be malleable for the second phase. So let's just. I need one of those like Play-Doh tubes, I swear, for like baking. For something like this, it would be very fucking awesome. Okay, getting a little tiny bit of flyaways are getting from me. Just roll this into a fat cock of dough. The technical term when you roll the dough to a big meaty schmeater, alright? Oh, I felt the end of my meaty schmeater came off. Oh, no. No! It was so big and beautiful. And they gave it as they gave it a sex change. No. Let's try that again. I just want to get into a easy to cut shape. It doesn't matter what shape that may be. Some people have the mega autism. They can just remember all the things. Like, they don't want to. That's the sad part. I feel bad for the people with that ability. Alright. Okay, I don't want to roll this too thin, apparently. Because girth is what really matters, ladies. Alright, let me tell you. Okay. Let's make this nice and even. Okay, there we go. That's a nice big dick of dough. So let me go roll up my dick of dough. Actually, first let me wash the oil off my hands, or just rinse it off because I have to be grabbing stuff. Yeah, I remember a lot of stuff, but I forget a lot of stuff too. I have the problem of tunnel vision. I really do. Cool. So we got that one down. Where's the plastic? There we go. I gotta wrap up the Megadong in a sheet of plastic. Okay, be careful, it's still crumbly. As of course what every lady loves to hear. Oh god, your giant girthy dough cock is so crumbly. Okay. I'll put this in the freezer. Move that back there. Fucking mochi ice cream. And this has to set for a little while, give me enough time. I'm going to time that for about 30 minutes or so. Along with heating up the oven. There we go. Now I can clean and have this ready to be used for the next step, which is cutting out the frozen dough into little cookies. and then you bake the cookie, and then they set because the butter melts. I'll fucking love me some shortbread. Cool, so let me put away all this shit. Like I said, I reorganized my entire kitchen, so getting around it should actually be much more useful for me. On like all of the spices now are a little bit better organized, because I always have that problem every fucking stream where it's like, where's my spices? The marlin actually goes back in the freezer. It has to be kept really cold. Yeah, all of my flour and stuff is easy to find. All of my soap and my soap making accessories have their own place now, and I freed up more room for even more kitchen accessories that I've wanted to buy. Like, I'm considering buying a waffle maker that can do that can replace my George Foreman. Because if it can make bacon as well with different plates, like a skillet plate, it is absolutely fucking done. Is that unplugged? Nope. Unplug it before you start cleaning it. Is it locked? Yep. Let's unlock it. Yeah, I don't want this thing accidentally getting a power surge turning on, and then, like, this machine is meant to twist things off. It will just twist my hand clean off. Not exactly my idea of fun. This can go in the sink for now because I don't need it. Any of these that are not used can actually go back where they belong because they're reasonably clean. Yeah, this cleanup's not difficult at all. I have to wipe this down. I do have to kind of clean the glassware because I want to make hot sauce later. Which I could totally make today if I really want to on this stream. I just don't. I was going to do it tomorrow after work, or maybe during my lunch break. I need wet paper towels, quite a few of them. So I'm going to wipe down the machine. I clean this thing before and after I use it. I'm going to miss seeing that fucking warning. High CPU usage. Yeah, my new CPU won't have that problem. So you can fuck off. I'll be able to actually do like streaming of a console or one of my or something else, like some other external source, and also do my streaming streams. And I'm thinking about starting up an OnlyFans to do that, so I can build up some revenue. What CPU am I getting? I think it's the latest generation i7. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that because if I want to build up some hype for my games and I make adult media, because I do, which is why I'm really kind of pissed off that XSplit wouldn't let me set this to an 18+ stream. They need to fucking fix that on their plugin. But yeah, I'm just like, it'll help me build like a little bit of money by showing off my titties, and everyone wants to see my titties. So it's like, you know what? As long as I'm not nude, right, then I won't get in trouble at work. That's the problem. I'll do lingerie because I'm still clothed. See, that's the line I have to walk. If I step over it, I pretty much just fucking end my career as a programmer. So I've always been kind of against it. But I found that happy middle ground between the two. So yeah, I've been considering it. It's the only service that will let me do something like that where it's not a porn site. Yeah, I know, OnlyFans has a reputation for showing off people's titties, right, and whatnot. But it's not exclusively a porn site. There's plausible deniability on that. Like I said, if I keep my clothes on and just show some cleavage, some leg, maybe even a little bit of booty, we see my sweaty booty crack on fucking on programming streams, then yeah, I think that'd be worthy. Yeah, let's make sure that is nice. I'm gonna dry this off real quick. I don't want this knife getting wet. But yeah, I think it will help. People will, like, you know, could potentially give me some money for my I work in a very prudish industry, alright? Let me just tell you. They fire you if you even, like, show a tiny bit of cleavage. And I've wanted to do it on Twitch, but Twitch won't... They won't do it. You even think about showing a tiny hint of underboob, and they'll send you the fucking Shadow Realm permanently. All right. uh, so I'm just like, yeah, why not? That would actually be something I would charge money for, specifically because it would be to raise funds for my game development. Because I would be doing my game development on those streams. So it's like complete transparency, including of my clothing. And I got a nice big booty, so you know I could totally fucking do that. So I've been considering it. I would like to talk to some people who do that kind of shit to kind of get an impression for what I'm expecting, how to set it all up and whatnot. But I know Bree. I don't know if Bree does it or not still, but she knows a bunch of people, and so why not give people a bit of eye candy in order to like entice them to give me their fucking hard-earned cash, right? Other bitches do that shit. It would help considerably, I think. For me, at least, it would help get like people know what I'm about, right? And if it's like, I don't know, is there a live chat on OnlyFans? I don't know. I don't know anything about the platform, but I've been looking for a platform to do this for a while, so that is my first investigatory attempt is into there. Cause I just want to show some like cleavage, bro. Maybe some fucking bra strap. My God. I'll wear pasties under my thing. There is? Oh, excellent. Oh yeah, then I'll check that out. I'll definitely check it out then because yeah, it's something I want to set up. It's something I'll be able to set up once I get my new laptop and my new equipment. Um, really? That sucks. They need to get that fucking shit sorted. What are we talking? Like fucking like it looks like the size of a postage stamp. It's like some real audio shit. Good old real player. It was great if you wanted to watch bootleg episodes of Stargate SG-1, but the resolution was the size of a contact lens. It was good shit. All right, I'm gonna move this out of the way so I can wipe everything now. But yeah, I work in a very produce industry. Like I like ultimately a lot of my peers would not have a problem with it on a personal level, but the actual industry as a whole would take offense to it. Hang on, where do I get fucking get? There we go. I just want to make sure I grab this by the heaviest bits to use my full strength to pick it up. There we go. Yeah, using those Maximami shoulders I got. Oh. What, are you laughing at the fact that my peers wouldn't have a problem with it, or just, yeah, it is such bullshit. There is such a like separation between the concerns of the younger generation who are coming into my industry and the older generation. It's not even fucking funny. It's people in my generation do not give a shit about it. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, who doesn't show their tits, right? Like, have you been on there? That's basically the dating game now, right? Like, uh, oh yeah, no, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. They don't typically regularly drug test in my industry though. Not anymore. They used to quite extensively, but they realized a lot of people microdose. That is actually one of the things out of the Californian programming culture that everyone seems to hate, right? That is the one thing that actually came out of it that was beneficial is this: they drug test you for the hiring, but they don't typically drug test you for the entire duration of your employment. I've worked at companies for years that knew I was doing like all sorts of fucking stuff at work. Mostly alcoholism. Because there's a lot of functional alcoholics in the programming world. Like, okay, the engineering world needs to understand something. There are a lot of engineers who are in some fucked up shit, right? This is something you all need to fucking own, all right? Because like, there are so many engineers who just are into sick shit, and more power to them, right? I'm not even shaming them, but like, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about that secret room we have in the house. And before anyone speculates, I know an engineer who has a secret room in their house, and I can't tell you what it's for. But you can imagine what it's for, and you're probably right. uh, let's just say he loves his wife very much. Uh, how much time we got left? You're kidding me, right? It didn't set the timer. Oh, it did. Okay, it just... For some reason, it set the timer and then displayed the temperature again. I was like, what the fuck? So about 20 minutes left, giving me enough time to actually clean all this stuff real quick, because I don't want this hanging out. So join me over by the sink area while we do that. Shumity shum. Cool. Sorry about that. I do have to make sure I get this clean. I can show off my new fancy knives at some point in the near future. I got amazingly good new knives. Alright, they're fucking awesome. I lucked out on Black Friday. But I have to get this. I do have to clean this up because this all has to be cleaned and dried for later on. Where's my gloves, actually? Actually, are these dirty or clean in here? Oh, those can just go straight in there, then. Clean up would be very, very simple. I only ever hand wash my my mixer accessories. I won't risk damaging them. They are coated. Well, the glass isn't coated, but the actual tools are coated in enamel. And so I don't want that dinged off in the dishwasher, because once they get the inside metal gets exposed, I need to buy new accessories or have them recoated. Sometimes it's just cheaper to buy new accessories, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so shove that in now. And you down now. No. And no. Okay, let's see. Dankeschön. Okay, this is my homemade dishwashing liquid. It's really fucking powerful shit. It doesn't foam up too well, but it cuts through grease and oils and butter and shit like so well. And it's basically just baby Castile soap with lemon oil in it and a couple of other things. And you mix it with water. This is kind of why I don't like doing baking streams, because they require you to clean a lot. You got to make sure your surfaces are really clean when you bake, because of the rolling out period. That's why I used a chopping board, because I knew the surface wasn't clean because of all the other shit I was doing. So this is nice and scrubbed. And plus, it's just good kitchen etiquette to keep your kitchen clean on a regular basis, like throughout your cooking experience. One of these days, when I probably do the great rearranging again, or the great freezer cleaning again, because I fucking hate doing that, I might actually record it and just show you guys like how intense my cleaning sessions are. I like pull out everything and clean under it and scrub like a motherfucker. That I don't have to do a deep clean like that every fucking time, but it does have to be like done once, usually once a quarter. Just because like all sorts of shit builds up in your kitchen, behind things and under things and even on things. So I will go into my fridge and just strip everything out of it, scrub the shit out of it, wash the shelves, dry it off, pull it out, get behind it, scrub a dub on the walls behind it, and all that good stuff. Okay. Now both my sinks are clean, so I can now move this on over. This is the glassware. Take these out and put them on one side, because I'll wash these in the glass. I prefer the glass mixing bowls to the metal mixing bowls. I understand that they are very easily broken. The metal ones you can drop and they're a little bit more forgivable. However, I like the glass ones just because the metal ones scratch, and there's little tiny pieces of metal making into your food. I don't like that. I don't mind using them for soap so much because, like, the tiny little metal pieces, there's not enough of them to cause any real damage to the skin if I use soap made in a metal bowl. Plus, you need to mix soap really fucking hard with a mixer, so by the time I'm done ready to retire this mixer for cooking, it will be used for soap until basically it breaks down. And I'll probably get a metal bowl for it. There's a couple accessories I can't use until I get a higher grade mixer. I need like a 400 watt one, and my one only has 330, I believe. So not exactly the best. Yeah, so some of the accessories don't work with the lower power ones. They don't get enough power to do the function they do. Like the flour mill was one of the accessories I wanted to get. Ended up getting a separate electric mill. Which I said, loud as fuck, everyone hates. Let me just rinse this off very, very carefully. I don't want to ding it. That's a very, very bad thing to do with glassware. I try to take very good care of my tools, because I do rely on them quite a bit. Just flip that over, get a good grip on it, and get the bottom as well. Cool. Now I can put that in the freshly cleaned and rinsed sink, so it's clean on this side. And then let's get these done. And then we'll have a clean kitchen. We can wait for the remaining 13 minutes of the shortbread doing its thing, which means we can get all of the stuff ready. I get to use the Silpat today, the silicone baking thing that I want to use that I've never used. I brought it out several times, or maybe I think I did use it that one time. I brought it out several times, but I get to use it again because it's really good for baking. Okay, just make sure this is really clean. I don't want to transfer any little pieces from one project to another. And you guys have seen me I use my mixer a lot, so just rinse that down. Oh, that's beautiful. And it smells lemony fresh. Cool. Actually talking to a friend of mine about doing editing for me for some edited videos. We haven't negotiated shit yet, so I'm not like saying this is gonna happen, but there are a few videos I want to do that will be like more complex videos. So if I don't stream for a very long time, it's because I'm recording a shit ton of cooking footage that I want to do for a couple of videos about cooking. So I might end up doing a bunch of shorter streams, just going over some very basic shit. Which is something I want to do. I want to do a couple of like half-hour streams to go over how to do one specific ingredient, and make it very well, basically. Like I might make meringue one time just to make meringue cookies. And I won't make the cookies on stream. I'll just make the meringue for them because I can use meringue for like a ton of different shit. I love meringue. And we'll just go over how to do that and some of the considerations with doing it, and just really hyper focus on one small thing, because I might need to make it on a different stream later on. Like say I want to make meringue cookies, and it's like, we're going to make meringue, and I don't want to explain all the steps for it, like, you know, repeatedly in streams. If I have a reference to it, it's like, oh, okay, if you want to learn more about this, I made a recording of this particular thing, and you can go and just reference it. I think that would be quite helpful for me to build out some of the recipes I want to do that require a bit of a little bit extra work to them, and I kind of want to take some shortcuts by not doing them on stream and just be like, okay, here's how I did it, and you can watch a different, smaller segment of how I did this, or typically would do it. I think that'll be a lot more respectful of people's time, because I don't want to do 6-hour streams and bore the shit out of you guys. Plus, I got shit to do, right? Like, you wash my hands before I touch the clean dishes. One of those videos is specifically what the waffle maker's for. Just spoiler alert. Plus, I also want a waffle maker, because who the fuck doesn't love waffles? Cool. How many minutes left? 10 more minutes. That's good. That gives me enough time to pour myself a drink and get my stuff ready. Hang on. spin this back around because we're going to set up over here again. Let's see. So that's the only idea I've worked with that for. Refer them to that video, but with the costume. Wait, which costume? Hang on. Which costume are we referring to? Oh, I already poured myself a drink. I must have done that before the stream. I totally forgot. Ah, good stuff. Ah. Okay. Move these to one side. I'm just going to let those air dry for a bit before I put them away finally and put the cover back on. Yay, happy clean kitchen. What else do I need to do? Get the sill pat and the cooling rack. Because I will need those pretty much immediately after the stream. Or after the, well, yeah, just before the stream ends actually for the cooling rack. But I'll need the sill pat. And this big fucker, alright, there we go. Boosh. And this one. I don't know about doing different costume per video. I don't make money off of these, so that is an expense I would have to justify for multiple different reasons. Lingerie cooking streams, there we go. Just move my entire platform over to OnlyFans and just be like, yeah. And then just have previews on my YouTube. I hate this platform so much. I've made that very abundant, and they have made it very clear that they are not particularly fond of my type of content either. Especially with them going all corporatized and removing dislikes. I like my dislikes, because I like to know when my videos do well and not well. Tax write-off? Could be, actually. I do have an EIN, so there's that. Okay, I'll use this instead of parchment paper to take care of the non-stick bullshit. Put that up in there. So I can just pull this out and just flip it over. Fun, great. There we go. Nice and dry. Cool. Put that to one side. I'm going to grab... oh, it's all the way up there. Darn. Give me 1 second. I need my tiny little sifter. Ooh, there we go. My shoulders are tight. That's not the only thing that's tight. Where's that monk fruit stuff I use for powdered sugar? It's really good. Is it that stuff? Is it that one? It is that one. It's 2 times sweeter than sugar, so you don't even need all that much of it, which is great. This stuff. I'm going to put that right there. And we'll dust those off. I will need a toothpick. Excuse me, my word, that Dr. Pepper fucking hit real good. Oh. Oh, not this one. This toothpick is splintered. I don't like that. I don't want that on my cookies. Extra cellulose would be fine if it was in solid form, you know, like that. Powdered form would be much more preferred. Put that right there. Okay, 5-6 more minutes. What else do I need? Oh, chopping stuff. Choppity chop chop. So I have the one for bread because we're working with pastry. Cool, so we are good. I'm going to see if this is solid enough yet. Because it's in the freezer, it might be fine. Oh yeah, it's solid as a cock. Oh, that's right, you can't turn off the fucking timer for some reason. There you go. Now I have to turn the bake back on. Thanks, assholes. There you go. Cheers. But yeah, that thing's super duper solid. So ready to rock and roll on that guy. Okay, I need to know how thick to cut them. 2 half-inch thick slices. I'm going to try and make tiny little discs from this mega cock of pastry. That is the official term I'm using for rolling out pastry like this now. Just a giant schlong of pastry. There you go. Good size. Alright, there we go. So let's cut this off into little half-inch dough segments. Still a little bit crumbly. Let's press that into place. End bits are going to be the worst. Be very careful. Get as clean a cut as possible. I did sharpen this knife, so it should have no problem going through this cleanly. Okay. Once these are on, these go in there for about 10 minutes. So very, very short cooking time. That's why setting them, I believe, is so important to help them just melt the butter and whatnot. It's not even all that cold for it to be this solid, which is actually a good sign. Hey, well, there you go. Sweet. Thanks, giant pastry penis. Alright. If this ends up being easy enough to make, I'll make this again at Christmas from when my friends come over. There's no family allowed this Christmas for me. I'm volunteering to have a Christmas without my family. Any of my family. I always go see them. It's not like I'm being a dick, right? I always have made time for my family at Christmas. And I just want a Christmas where I don't have them around to relax a little bit. It would be nice to just have a Christmas to myself. And making some Armenian shortbread would be like the super jam. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, up to about 16 at the moment, after I cut these last 2. So I'll get a fair decent amount of cookies actually out of this dough. I'm going to clean up these little balls of dough here in a second now. Just make sure they don't have like frayed edges and shit like that. Do some decorative work to them. Oh, that's way too thick. So I found this YouTube channel. It's adorable. It's I think it's called Noriko. I think it's a Japanese guy. I think it's a Japanese guy, not sure. And he makes the most adorable videos. Basically growing vegetables from store-bought vegetables that you buy, which is something I do, so I appreciate that. But he has a whole bunch of other stuff too. He took a tiger prawn from a package, because you can buy them live in a package over there, and he raised it as a pet. It was a really adorable video, so I highly recommend you go check that out. His theme music is very catchy, even though he uses the same music for every video. But you know what? I ain't even complaining. All right. Although I'm not sure if he speaks any English. I left a bunch of comments. He seems to leave a love on every single comment he gets, so I really appreciate that. Push these up just a wee bit so I could probably fit another row of these in, because it looks like we're running out of room here. Did he also eat the prawn? Oh, no, people were joking about it, right? So he was like, he was a cute prawn though. Oh, he was a cute prawn. Tasty though, I bet he was real fucking good. Was he gonna be? Was he like Homer Simpson when he cried when he did it? It's like, oh, pass the butter, num num num. Because that's the way that's the way we roll in my fucking house. Oh, matey boy. Mmm. But yeah, so you're familiar with the channel, because I love it. I think that channel's cute as hell, dude. It's so adorable. So if you didn't see that the prawn video, it was adorable. But spoiler alert. Prawn's not going to be in the sequel. They have to do a prawn origin story. Have a CGI prawn. Alright, and this last one. Oh, that one actually can't be split any further, so that can go right there. Okay, so let's move this one side. I'll clean this after the stream. Put that in the basket for knives. I have a separate basket for knives now. Okay, and now I'm going to poke little holes in these. Actually, let's start with the ones over here. So I'm just being very precise. It's the one time I shut my fucking big mouth. So enjoy that while it lasts, peeps. So yeah, I'm going to make hot sauce sometime this week. I was going to do it today after the stream, but I'm going to take advantage of the fact that the stream's not going to be all that long and probably have a lovely afternoon nap. Play with my teddies for a while. I stream now, I'll be getting a lot of fucking money from my game development. Oh, I need to worry about what my job thinks, will I? These aren't going to be the prettiest cookies, but they'll still be fucking edible as hell. Oh, they're starting to get warm. I gotta get done with this very quick. Almost done. These will look amateur as fuck, and I don't even care. There's kind of a rustic charm to doing them amateur as fuck. You know? The secret ingredient is love. I believe there was a hentai clip about that. She's like, you should try my cookies. Ooh, I relate to that bitch so hard. Of course, I won't put my fucking cum in the cookies. That's not acceptable in any professional kitchen. And I know I'm not a professional chef, but I still try to strive for higher standards. You know, like Gordon Ramsay. I mean, Gordon Ramsay. I'm Gordon Ramsay. What the fuck am I talking about? Sorry, it's the precision work. It's putting me off. There we go. There we go. Now let's get this shit in the oven for 10 whole minutes. Top rack. Oh yeah, thanks for noticing. There you go. Basically, these are done when the bottoms are done. Ooh, which is always the case. Trust me, those fucking bottoms. Oh, they're never done until they're done. Oh, I deserved that for that horrible joke. I just got myself in the foot. Oh, there's a lot of foot references in this stream about St. Lucy's cherries. Ooh, ooh. Oh, coincidences. You're so funny. Cool. So, that wasn't too bad. We'll see how it turns out when they're done. When I take them off, I'll lightly dust them with. Actually, when I pull them out, I'll lightly dust them with the monk fruit. Just to give them a little bit extra decorative loveliness to them. Huh. Yeah, that's true too, I guess. Ooh, woo. Although when I bought them, dude, I'll tell you when I'm done, alright, for real. Because so many guys will just stick it in and just pull it right back out again, just without the bullshit, right? It's like, no, you will stick it back in. You have not completed the mission, good sir. You have failed the mission to give me a fucking hard orgasm. Okay, so about 5 minutes in, I have to rotate the whole baking sheet to make sure that the back, when the ones towards the back of the oven get like less temperature, because towards the back of the oven it's a little bit warmer. One pump and dump. Yes, Shelly. This bitch fucking gets it. We've talked about this at great length. These fucking guys who do the one pump and dump. They don't appreciate fine ladies like me who want to get fucking severely pwned in my prostate. All right. Butter my prostate. Oh, sorry, I gotta stretch my legs. Specifically around my ankles, they get tight. Oh, I've been on my feet a lot lately. I've been working out. I definitely want to do a workout video one of these days. Not like an instructional video. This will just be me trying to show everyone how like much stronger I've been getting with all the active working out I've been doing. And it's like weekly pathetic. All right, I'm not even saying like I'm like super mega mommy muscle bitch, right? Like that ain't gonna happen, right? But like I've had great progress. Like I've actually been able to walk around without a cane for a long time now. For those who didn't know that, I walked with a cane for a little while. I was supposed to actually walk with one for much longer. I didn't. So, been doing like core exercises to help prevent that, and also doing hip exercises, thigh exercises. I did like 50 squats the other day, and then 50 like leg bends as well to kind of facilitate that. Well, not walking with the cane, I mean. And yeah, like I felt it hurt, but I felt good afterwards. I'm still really sore from all the bench presses I did because I actually hit a new higher level than that, so still hurting from that. My shoulders ache from all the exercise I got from cleaning the kitchen yesterday. I cleaned the shit out of this kitchen maybe 3 or 4 times just yesterday, because it was like I had to clean all of the cupboards and stuff, and I had to lift everything out, so there's a lot of overhead stuff, and that's how you work your shoulders quite a bit. Let's see. What the little what's that? That's what the little slaps and choking are for. You don't choke me. You choke me, dude. I'll fucking rip your dick off. I do not like choking. I take it as a fucking form of attack, and I will fucking make sure you feel it. No. Slaps are fine, just not in the face. I'm okay with like one of my rules is you can't leave marks because if people ask about it in my work, then you've basically broken the one of the fucking cardinal rules, which is it's between me and whoever I'm doing it with, right? So having marks on me is out of the question. If you leave fucking big old fucking hand slaps across my face, I'll leave all fucking hammer fucking fists across your fucking face, dude. It will not fucking go well. I will not appreciate it. I don't want to have to go to work and explain to my coworkers how much of a kinky bitch I am. They know. I just don't want to have to fucking talk about it. No, oh, no hickeys. No, no hickeys at all. Don't give me fucking hickeys. They're so tasteless. That's how workplace rumors get started, and I work really hard to earn like real respect. So, yeah, no, like none of that fucking shit. That's when you use one of the pre-dug holes. I see. I do appreciate that phrasing. That's awesome. So it's good to you bake, right? Oh, I gotta rotate these around. You bake and stuff like that. You're a chef, yeah? Am I doing well with this recipe? Because I normally fuck at least one thing up, right? Oh, I want to turn that light on because hopefully they're baking. We'll soon see here in a bit. I got those two ones in the middle. Let me just make sure. For about 10 minutes, yeah. It's just not looking there yet, but I still have 5 minutes left to go, so we'll see. If it needs a couple of extra minutes, they said it was okay. But you'll just get like the sides also will brown, and that's about as well as you want them done. So hopefully these little coin ones will be so cute. Like I said, you just gotta set them by melting the butter, which just and then it'll just set everything, and they'll hold their shape until you bite into them, and they'll crumble apart. That's a good shortbread. Ooh, they're so cute. I love shortbread. I want to just eat them right now. Right? I would have just eaten the fucking dough, to be perfectly honest. If they can make a where's my cups in here? If they made a shortbread cookie dough ice cream, it'd be like sold, done. Don't even need to fucking sell me on it. You had me at the word shortbread ice cream, alright? I don't eat a lot of cookies, but like ginger snaps and shortbread are my two favorite cookies, and I've made them both on stream now. Okay, foam, calm the fuck down. I just got a big old fucking cup of foam. How lovely. Uh, it's like Nickelodeon, 90s Nickelodeon, where like everything would just spray foam at you. Ooh, ooh. Now I gotta pay good money to have fucking foam sprayed at me. Oh, I needed that so hard. I did not drink coffee today. I know. You can punish me in the comments later, right? I don't care. I woke up. I just started cleaning the apartment and getting ready. Just getting ready for the stream. It was fucking awesome. Got my shit on lockdown. Excuse me. Not really though. Okay, got about 2 minutes left. Oh. Yeah, they're looking like they're setting. They look like shortbread. We'll soon know here in a moment. I'm so excited. I'm so stoked for this. Where's my wire rack? Well, then there's this rack, right? But let me get my wire one. There we go. Put that right there, and I'll pull them out. I'll check to see if they're done, and then we'll just transfer over with tongs. Cute little tongs. Where are my cute little tongs? Oh right, the cute little tongs got destroyed. That's right. Yeah, they fell apart. The cutest little tiny ones. They were so adorable. They were the most useful ones, but since I use them all the time, they just kind of seppuku'd. This is a different side of my kitchen. Yeah, yep. This is so normally I'd be streaming over here and pointing my camera over there. Because my mixer requires its own circuit, I can't plug the laptop and my mixer into the same outlet. It would just draw too much. It would just draw too much power. I've caused fucking brownouts before. Not doing that specifically, but like I have done other stuff that is not as aggressive and caused brownouts. So yeah, I try to even out my power draw from specific outlets. Let's just see if these are done. Not quite. They're not set yet. They are very soft. So right now, cancel. bake. Keep going at 350. I'm going to put them in there for another 5 minutes, but I will keep an extra close eye on them, and I'm going to spin the tray around again. That Maleb smells fucking beautiful, though. Oh my god. Oh, that little tiny piece of Maleb that I put in there, that like quarter of a teaspoon. You just, oh, it's just fucking overwhelming. Like that little tiny piece. When they pull them out, the vanilla, that little tiny piece of vanilla I put in there, or a little tiny drop of vanilla I put in there, and then the Maleb is just gonna be so. That subtleness is gonna be what is actually very powerful. Because then it's going to be with the butter flavor from the really good butter I used, and I used really high quality flour, so I'm really hoping this turns out fucking awesome. I can't wait. So we'll soon see. I'm stoked. I can't wait for this one. Maybe I'm getting fucked over by high elevation baking. That's probably what's taking longer. I always have to account for that, and I forget to. But yeah, make sure I keep an eye on my cookies. How's you guys? So next stream I do is probably going to be the last one for the year, just because I want to enjoy my vacation. I basically get two 3-day weekends in a row, and one of them is going to be cooking nonstop. I'm going to be cooking pretty much the second I get out of work, and then basically pre-prepping all the stuff for Christmas, and just have all that ready to go. So next day, oh, excuse me, I pull them out of the all the stuff out and just cook it, and don't have to give a single fuck on Christmas Day. That'd be beautiful. Because then all we have to do is dishes, and I can do dishes the next day. So I can actually have a nice relaxing Christmas by putting the effort in the night before, and then just everything else is gravy. So not everything else is gravy. There's also mince pies as well. But that's my goal. I'm gonna do a quick eggnog stream. Eggnog's really easy to make. Homemade eggnog is so fucking easy to make. I don't even know why they make store bought. It's store bought doesn't taste like real eggnog, and like real eggnog is so fucking good. So that one's probably going to be the last stream I do next week, and then we'll resume doing them on probably, I'm not promising, but probably a stream going over my new knives. I'll have all that stuff set up by then. I should have my new laptop. And I don't know if I'll have both video sources yet. I'll work on it, but I'm not promising that because it does take a lot of extra like testing, and I got to actually install mounts in the ceiling to make sure that I can mount my cameras. Which my idea, I should just go over it. Fuck it. My idea is to have mounting points on my ceiling, so when I have a second camera, all I have to do is just get on my ladder, screw it in, and then plug the cable into it. And then just wherever my camera's at, it will just all funnel into one box. So really straightforward. And that way I can be on the other side of my kitchen with the oven, and you can actually see what I'm doing while I'm stirring stuff. Yeah, watered down eggnog is no good. Real eggnog has brandy in it, or like whiskey or something. Some kind of like cask alcohol like that, like some kind of liquor. I prefer bourbon. In mine, but brandy's really fucking good. Yeah, well, if it's local farm stuff, that's different because while they do have like farm brands and stuff like that, they are typically really fucking good. Like the butter I got, it was the butter I get is always like that either the imported butter that's really fucking good, or it's that local farm butter that we get here because we have a lot of farming here out in Colorado when they make the butter. So I buy local butter. That's why I like it when it goes on sale because it's usually pretty expensive. Let me check on. There's about a minute left on the time I put on. So I'll give these one check here in a minute. We'll just see. I'm hoping they are set in place. 30 seconds. I'm just gonna watch them. Yeah. Did you say organic firms? I thought that said organic fems from where I was standing, so I had to like zoom in. Yeah. One of the things I would love to do is actually have my TV hooked up to the chat, I have a massive 4K TV over there. I would love to have it hooked up to the chat so I could see it from across the fucking way, so I wouldn't have to like keep looking or whatever. I can just look over there. All right, that'd be great. That's my alarm. Shut up. All right. Let's pull this out and let's see if I did well by keeping him in there for 5 extra minutes. They are not. Ow. They're retaining this shape. They are not baked yet. This is so bizarre. Normally baking recipes are very, very good about like... Yeah, the bottom isn't even like brown yet. It said 350. Put in for cautiously for another 5 minutes. I thought 10 minutes sounded a little bit too low. Just make sure they just browned on the bottom. I saw a dude growing bananas in the wind tower. Yeah, I believe it. I totally believe that. You don't even have to justify that. I'm like, yeah, people are weird. Were they like the plantain bananas, like the tiny little ones with the seeds inside? Or did he get one of those like, you know, genetically fucking superior no-seeded bananas? Yeah, we're going in for the cleavage shots today. There is a reason I wore my sweater open, alright? I ain't even fucking gonna hide that shit. Other bitches act coy. I ain't got time for that on my channel, bitches. Oh, excuse me. Underground greenhouses. I want to actually set one of those up, like those container homes, but like use instead of a container home, have it be a container greenhouse. And you can install like glass panels above it and actually have it dug into the ground, so you can actually take advantage of the ground keeping it insulated. And then yeah, you just have someone in professionally like modify it to have panels and doors and things like that. Electricity, you want to get it like, you know, properly insulated so that way you can keep the heat and the moisture in check and whatnot. Have an emergency exit and something like that if you have it underground, in case any kind of electrical fire or whatever you may want to do. But I have like a whole plan for it. Basically, I want to do it properly. Because that'd be fucking awesome. Because you can build on top of that. Like if you actually do it properly, you could build like a whole like fucking underground series of shit, and then build something else on top of it, and just have it be your basement. Like that was the idea I was going with. Where basically you wouldn't even fucking know. Like there'll just be a door that you don't, or that doesn't look like a door, and it'll have a fucking special lock on it, so you don't even know how to open it, even if you knew it was a door. I know how like weird that sounds, but this is a true story. My dad bought a house that had a secret room in it. We're talking about secret rooms again. Oh my god, I got something in my eye. Get out. Can you not, mate? Right in the middle of a fucking live stream, dude. Where is it? There's a hair across my eyeball. It's poking me right in my eye. Can you not, bruv? Cheers. Oh. Thank God. Ah. Oh. It's like a little tiny dagger right in my fucking... whatever the white bit of my eye is. It's like a little tiny... teeny tiny hair dick just sticking me right in the eye. Unlike my giant super pastry dick, right? Lots of penis play on this show today. But no, my dad bought a house with a secret room in it. So he had, my brother found it. Dad had his house for years. And my brother was just going through the house after this dude moved out. and he noticed there was a false wall on the bedroom, like the master bedroom wall. There was like a false wall in the closet, and he's just like, "Dad, you gotta come check this out. There's like a thing here, right?" And so Dad comes over. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. There's like a seam, very clear seam, just like almost flush with the actual where the back of the wall meets the actual ceiling and floor and like the other sides of the walls, right? But you can just see there's like a tiny little seam, and you can like where you can actually just pull it out, right? But you don't. We couldn't figure out how to do it because there was no handle, or it opened outwards, not inwards, right? So you couldn't get a grip on it. Hi, Wildling, how are you? So my brother figured it out, right? He realized that there's this key that we didn't know what it does. Well, we knew it was a key. We didn't know what it was for. It was like this extra super long key, like this long. It was very thin, and it had like little notches on the side. It was fucking bizarre looking. And he figured out it was a key. He found a hole that was covered up, so he basically untook off the cover, poked the long ass key into it. It's the only thing that fit in there. Twisted it and pulled out, and it opened up the door. That was the door handle. And so in there was a secret gun cabinet. It was fucking great. My dad never knew he had that for like years and years until my brother found it by accident. Okay, yeah. I get you. Yeah, I know. Shut up. Okay. Are these solid? Are they soft or hard? Ooh, well. I'm gonna flip one of these over just real quick, just to make sure if they're done on the bottom or not, because that's the testament to their doneness. Not quite. They are almost done. They're definitely set in place. The butter is melted. I think it's because the butter was actually colder because I froze it, but that's fine. It's why I'm not blasting it at like 400. I'm just doing this in very short increments to make sure. I think it's because the butter was really cold when it solidified, which is absolutely fine. It just means it'll take longer to cook. But that's fine. Omegon himself was actually here earlier. I have made a pact with the Moist One to do a couple of videos for him. So he came over here and told him what my intent was, and he agreed. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm trying to get my friend who has editing experience to. I'm gonna sponsor him to take some editing courses, so he can get better at editing, and then hopefully he'll edit me some actual proper videos. They're gonna be very, very long. So I said that earlier in the stream. I'm going to repeat it now for people who showed up later. I want to do specific videos again, but these will be involving my cooking and also some other stuff I'm interested in maybe. But mostly the cooking stuff because it's immediately available, and that's kind of what I want to do on YouTube, is the cooking thing. I'm loving it. It's so much fun. Oh, that's weird. Did I have a drop frame there? No. Okay, cool. It looked like I dropped a whole bunch of frames there for a second. It was like flashing at me. But yeah, I definitely want to improve my quality, which is why I'm upgrading my technology and shit. And then I want to like actually have some edited videos that are worth damn. So, because I got some really good ideas for stuffs. So, hopefully, and just go back to doing really, really good videos, or rather start doing that because I never made good videos. Are you free after the stream, darling? It's been so long since we had the opportunity to have a chat. I'm almost done with the stream. The second this is done, and I put my powdered sugar on the top, then we're gonna leave them to cool, and cookies are done. And I'll post the results on my Insta, which you should totally always be checking out. Frozen Binary on Instagram. I posted my pot pies over there. So if you're interested in how those pot pies turned out, first off, fucking beautiful, right? I made homemade cranberry sauce with them as the side. They were a complete fucking Thanksgiving meal in a pie. So if you want to go check out some of the stuff that I make that I don't actually make on the streams, I just take pictures of, um, please go over there and check that out. That's what I post over there a lot of the time. So it's really the only social media I use. I don't actively chat on there. I do check message requests, but I don't really chat on there all that often. Mostly because Instagram's fucking interface is garbage. Excuse me. On mobile, the typing of comments doesn't work properly for me, so I can never actually have a conversation more than a few words before I can't see what I'm typing. It's fucking annoying. That's okay. We'll have to make a date. Yeah, I'll rub my boobies on your boobies. How about that? Yeah, I don't use a lot of social media anymore. I use, like I said, I think it was last stream I did. I use my minds only to post my stream links now. I don't use Facebook at all anymore. I went back to Facebook, and immediately upon attempting to use my Facebook, I had a 30-day ban. Like, immediately after coming back. Wait, what? Okay, I have no idea what you're freaking out about in my chat, bitch, so I'm sorry. Okay, these have to be done. There's no fucking way. Oh yeah, no, I can see after this one they should be done. I can see little tiny brown pieces on the bottom, and that's good. That's all you want. Just a little tiny bit of brownness. In context. Someone's gonna edit that out of context. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Yeah, Oki shows up to my streams, though. He wants me to make fucking simple syrup. For some god-awful reason. I keep refusing just to cuck him. Oh, God. Oh, God. I simultaneously love and hate you at the same time. These should be done. If they're not, I'll be very surprised. They smell really fucking good, so... Oh, yep. I'm gonna bring these out. I believe these are done. I'm gonna leave the oven on in case they're not. Let's bring these out into the... Oh yeah, you can see around the sides. I'll bring the camera on over and I'll show you guys. They're slightly different color. It's when that color changes that they're done. They're actually still rather soft, but that's actually good. So this one, like, look at that one. That one right there is like much darker than this one, which actually means this one's a little bit overdone, which is why I should have been rotating the tray a bit better. But these are definitely done. Like, look at that one. It's kind of still soft in the middle there, which is how it should be. Because as it cools, that'll be fine. It'll set in its shape. Just move that back where it belonged. Let's see. We good? Ah, golden syrup would be a pain in the ass for me to like make and use though. I take back any fucking promises of making golden syrup. You can kiss my ass, bro. I need a little tiny spoon. Okay, or a big spoon. I don't really give a shit. Because now we're gonna lightly dust them before I pull them off. I don't even need too much of this shit. Just break this apart. Okay. I don't even need all that much. Oops. Okay. I didn't intend to do so much. Or for me to wear some of it, but sure. Okay, we're grab that big chunk right there. That's not good. Oh dear. It's a good thing I'm transferring these out of here. Get those ones off. There you go. That big fucking chunk right there. These fucking big ass chunks, dude. They're not helpful. Okay, there we go. I just want these to be subtly dusted. That one got fucking completely drenched, like Santa was shooting cum all over it. You watch YouTube's gonna be like, this stream's not for kids. I'm like, I know, dickhead. That's why. You literally would not let me tell you that. You can't talk about Santa Claus's cum on stream, dude. Wanna make a bet? Pretty sure I can. Big ass fucking chunks aren't good. That's why I had to use more. Getting these little. If that would have just been powderized, that would have been more than enough. I don't want too much of this stuff because it's actually really sweet because it's monk fruit. Monk fruit is that like one of those new alternative sweeteners. Well, it's not even new. It's been around for a while. But everyone and their mum uses it around my area because I live in Denver where everyone's fucking cringe. A little bit more on that one. I'm getting some of that subtle hint of that fucking monk fruit in the air because it's powdered. And it tastes really good. It does not just taste like sugar, but it's close. There we go. Alright, dump that out. Really? And almond flavoring? That's what the maleb is. I didn't use egg in this recipe. I only used butter as the binder. I think I was saying earlier before you showed up to the stream, I really want to get an Armenian cookbook, a very specific one. It's like how to cook like all these old recipes from the old world. I don't want to get that shit because of course I do. So let's get these out now. And let these cool on my rack. Because my rack's pretty cool. So the kids say. Not literally the kids. I'm not a Super Smash Bros. Player. Oh shit. She went there. Which one? Wait, what are you talking about? Which spice? Is that what you're asking me about? Or which cookbook? It is literally the cookbook of Armenian recipes. I have to get the exact title because it's been re-released under a bunch of different titles. I have a bookmark of it somewhere. Oh, yep. Have fun, darling. Be safe, please. Those two stuck together. But yeah. Oh, that's my test cookie. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the bottom on this one. Look at that. Nice and golden brown. Perfecto. These are actually almost completely cooled off already. So I'll be able to eat that one here. Damn it. Whoops. The reason I don't want to grab these with my hands is because I'll introduce oil to them, and that's not good. So I really don't want to touch these with my hands. Yeah, a couple of these stuck together, it's fine. That'll happen with cookies. Oh god, it smells so fucking good. That maleb is so fucking lovely smelling. I don't know how it's going to taste just yet. We'll soon find out. Once I get these last two. You fuckers had to stick together, didn't you? Real hard. Right, hang on. There you go. So I didn't want to really have to do that, but I will. If deemed absolutely vital. That one. Oh, that one fell off. you right there. Cool. I'm going in for one of my ugly ass tester ones. And we're going to give it the final J seal of approval, I hope. Oh, really? Okay. I'll check. So yeah, we should have a chat at some point. Like seriously. So I'm gonna try out my test cookie. Right, like I said, it's the nice brown bottom. You know I love that. Mm. Mmm. Mmm. They're ever so slightly chewy. That's shortbread normally is very crumbly, but it is incredibly crumbly. My God, like that's why it's so crunchy as well. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the mic picking it up, but look at this ham. Just want to get that big chunk of fucking that was gonna fall out. Look at this, just the inside of that cookie. So it's they're both soft and like I can definitely squeeze them a little bit. Um, but they're very good. The Marleb is a very, very subtle flavor, like I said, but you can definitely taste it. The vanilla flavor is also there backing it up. Not too sweet, which is actually something I prefer for cookies. I don't eat sweets, so this is actually very subtly sweet. I like it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very, very good. I would make these again, for sure. I'll definitely learn from my mistakes. Um, give it more, um, give it more time in the fridge, not the freezer, so that way it cooks faster. But otherwise, he turned out fantastic. Oh, mm. Maybe next time just a touch more Marleb. Maybe instead of a quarter of a teaspoon, add 3/8. That'd be really fucking good. Mm. That's still good. That Marleb flavor just kind of just tips it over into fucking excellence. So see, not all flavor has to be about overt, just punch you in the face flavor. Those subtle notes, that's where the real fucking flavor's at. Like that's where that stays with you for a while, right? Oh, I can still taste that. Like it's a very subtle almond flavor, and like you can taste the cherry flavor just a little tiny bit. Just I can still taste it. It's like that long lingering aftertaste. I love that. Oh, oh, my kitchen smells amazing as well, so that's good. Everyone knows I'm cooking in my apartment, by the way. They know when I'm doing the cooking streams. They can hear me outside here, and they smell the food coming out whenever I go and then to stream and I open the door and all the food smell gets out. They know, they know. So they, so they'll be like licking their lips all day. Like, oh, she's in there again doing that awesome food. If you are my neighbors and you're watching me, just come and befriend me. I'll probably give you a couple of cookies and a thing of milk. Why is my clock broken? Haven't changed the batteries out. I don't have time. Ah, oh, god damn, that was good. Well worth it. So yeah, maybe a bit too much longer than I want to invest in for this stream, just because certain factors I had to compensate for. Otherwise, the result was fan-fucking-tastic. Definitely will make these again. Um, I can do other things with shortbread. Is not just the shortbread cookies. Shortbreads are lovely, lovely fucking cookies. And then like I said, one of my two favorite. I don't know if I can decide between the ginger snaps, which when I made those on the stream were fucking phenomenal. Homemade ginger snaps was like, mwah. Or if I can choose between those or shortbread cookies, just because I like them for different reasons. Ginger's like a little bit more overt, and shortbread's just that real buttery crunch. So satisfying. So, hey man, if my neighbors are cute, right? Like why not? I got these big old fucking titties. They're not getting jacked up by anyone, right? So I'm single. I don't have to fuck care, right? You ain't gonna shame me, boy. um, Whatever. Anyway, that was what I did today. That is what I did. Those cookies, fucking fantastic. Um, people want me to do more baking. Because it's Christmas, I'll do more baking. But next stream, I'm going to be doing much shorter stream. We're making eggnog. Eggnog's really straightforward. I just want to do it as a kind of like the last Christmassy thing I do for next year's content, which is going to be whatever the fuck I decide it will be at this point. Probably regular cooking streams. I'm going to be over on Ben A's stream. Excuse me, on some Sundays. And then regular uploads as well. I want to do a couple of those because there's some videos I want to make. Like, one in particular, I'm going to go back to my very first video on YouTube, or at least the very first proper video I made, where I used to talk about YouTube comments. I'm going to have to actually do one of those again, just because people have become even fucking stupider in the time I used to just be a YouTube commenter. Like, people do not understand, like, the fucking words, apparently, so I have to kind of make a video to demonstrate why they're stupid. But it's also an opportunity to experiment with cooking, because that's what I was talking about in the comment I left in the specific video. I'll get there when I get there, but I'm gonna leave that till next year and whatnot. I am gonna make a Megan another sandwich. Yes, I have. He asked me for a couple of things of content, and I was like, "Are you sure?" I asked him earlier on today. I was like, "I was planning on doing them," and he said, "Yep." He wasn't fucking around, so yeah, I'll make him another sandwich. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. I'm gonna try and up my game next year. How about that? It will still be a cooking video for the one I really, really want to do. But it will be more of a long form video where it's more or less one of my old rant videos with cooking involved, because the cooking is the subject. You'll see when I get there. All right. I don't want to spoil too much. It is actually linked to sandwiches. All right, it is. It's linked to a lot of shit I talk about on the streams all the time about the origins of food and just like food economy and stuff like that. Like, I always talk about those things. And so it kind of ties all those things together, because I left a very kind of innocuous comment and people like just basically it's like the Idiocracy fucking meme where they're all trying to put the stuff in the holes and no one can figure it out, and they're like looking over their shoulders fucking trying to figure it out. The guy's just like, meh, like it felt like that, so I have to kind of respond to it to explain why people are fucking stupid. All right. Yeah, yeah. The 6 degrees of tranny bacon. That's the game we play with all the trannies. They all know each other basically through proxy. Yeah, I'm not into fishing. Although I like arcade style fishing, but we're not going to talk about that on stream. We'll talk about that when I do gaming streams again. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. There's nothing really. I'm just waffling at this point. Yeah. If I don't see you guys until from now until the next stream after the new year, thanks for coming over, watching my stream. I do appreciate every view I get. Like I said, I'm trying to expand upon my content model and actually build a revenue stream, just not the way a lot of other YouTubers do it, because my goals are much different than most other people's. I talked about it in the stream. Go back and watch it if you want to get the context of what I'm talking about. But like I said, I'm gonna leave you to it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the new year if I don't see you in my eggnog stream. So take care.